Man, what a beautiful day. So, I have zero voltage problems. I have zero volume problems. But I do have a problem. And we're going to talk about it. Now, as you guys know, I got my beautiful subs back here, booty in the air, and got a big old alternator, lots of good power wire. My amp's mounted back here. That creates a problem. So right here is where I have the old DB Apocalypse 7900.1, and it's been serving me well back here. But as you can see by that other seat over there, the back of this seat runs right up against this, traps this bad boy in here, and it's building up heat and shutting off on me. And after I play it, you know, sling the beans against the wall for, you know, half an hour or so, it says no, we're done doing that for a few minutes. So I've got to come up with a system to cool this bad boy, and there's a couple of things I'm going to be doing here. I got actually a whole lot of stuff in my head that I'm about to be making some changes to the overall layout, because while this was originally a really clean amp board, you guys, I'll put some pictures in here and show you what I originally had here, but it was really super clean. Over time, changing things out and moving things around, it's all went completely to the state you see it in now, which is functional but not aesthetically pleasing. So, and also there's thermal issues, which we're going to get into. Now, when I originally done this setup, I was running some AD subs back here, had this box built. It was a show box, beautiful tune, around 37 hertz, which was great for music and still is. But it doesn't play as low as I would like. And I'm considering, before I replace this beautiful box, I'm also considering making some changes. You guys can't see up in there, but where this port ends, I could add an L in there to it and bring it over some and lower the tuning. That's one thing that's in my brain, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is a cooling issue. And check out all this real estate back here in the back. I had put some batteries back here and some big old AGMs all the way across. That's why there's a ground strap back here bolted down. Still haven't taken it out. But lots of real estate. We got cooling issues behind the seat. Okay. Because it's all crowded. And we got all this real estate back here, wide open. Air can get around in here. Even got the ports going to vibrate a little bit of air, maybe move it around a little bit. And I can pull power wire along the sides over here. Thinking I'm going to build me a rack back here in the back. A rack in the back for the amps. And totally change this all up. So if I do something like that, not sure what I'll do back here. I could leave my AGMs back here. I could even put some lithium or some caps where this amp rack is now. The only thing about that is you really want that stuff as close to the amplifier as you can get it, and that's going to leave me about a 3-foot run or so to get to my amplifiers. I guess that's not terrible, but getting those bad boys back there might be a plus. But I also got to do something visually, I had this issue with all this non-matching stuff. I've got 2 Diamond Audio amps, which are absolutely phenomenal amps that I'm powering my mids and highs with. Actually, only using one of them, the gold color one over there. They are absolutely phenomenal. They do a great job. But they don't match back here, and I could see if I can get another Hex series like that gold one and have run 2 of those, and then run the Apocalypse on the subs and do it kind of a you know, gold amp here, Apocalypse in the middle, gold amp over here, bang bang boom, to create some symmetry, right? And back here, you know, having the Apocalypse in the middle and then the amp on either side would look pretty good. I'm just struggling with it, guys. I'm really struggling with it. I've got to move that, though. That's going to have to get moved because it's just getting too hot in here and shutting off. So there's that. So right now I've got this ground cable running from the bolt here back to the factory ground point. That is a temporary solution. I got more alt gauge coming, and from New Concepts, and the same wire as this, actually, I think. Oh, I don't remember where it's from, but I got some more OFC alt gauge coming, and I'm gonna run 2 runs, I'm thinking, under the vehicle, but I'm going to connect to this tab up here. As one of my viewers, one of my subscribers pointed out that this is the ground tab, and I knew that. I just hadn't used it yet. So what I'll probably have is something up here. You'll see this wire and this other wire will be running side by side and doing something here, maybe that way, or they'll be going that direction. I ain't sure, but you know, coming out here and going around like this, and something going back. Anyway, I ain't figured that part out yet, but what I got in my brain is they will come out under the floor down here, under this seat, and I'll have maybe a couple of bus bars down there, a fused distribution, ground and power distribution block, and then a one big block, and then run. So I'll have that power and ground connected there, all fused, and then they'll go into the battery bank and then back to the or into the whatever's going on here, and then back to the amplifiers on the new amplifier rack in the backpacks there. That's what I got in my head. Also, when I fired this thing up the other day, I exploded my, let me show you this. Guys are gonna believe this crap. Here's this thing. It just, I don't know where the other part is. This is the part that mounted. I got a piece of tape on there to hold that stuff together, but it just exploded off the window. Still got a light on. It's recording me right now. It's like, what's up, dude? But yeah, it exploded. The whole thing just blew up. It has a screen. I don't know where the damn screen is. It's around here someplace. It's probably in the house. Anyway, that thing exploded off there. So I was like, well, I guess we're not going to have nothing up there. So I changed the plan, because, you know, you got to be willing to change the plan. What I'm going to do, I think, is I got a couple of rather large voltmeters ordered, and I'm going to mount one on either side of this, so they'll be right up here, and hook them up to well, what I'm thinking, a couple of ideas, but I've got, it all depends on how I run this, because I got another idea for that too. But what I'll probably end up doing is pulling voltage from here and then pulling voltage from here, so that I can see if the fuse blows, essentially. So I'll have one pulling voltage on this side, one pulling voltage on this side, and if I blow a fuse, I'll know about it. That's one thing, but that's, again, I got a couple ideas. That's one. Also pulling voltage from up here and pulling voltage back at the amplifier. That's the more likely thing I'm going to do. But it'll be two different voltages I'll be reading. And I have an idea to change this and put two, you guys have seen the breakers, the little 250, 300 amp breakers with the little red dilly. I got one in the house, but I'm going to order a couple of them, I think, and put two here so that I can flip these two breakers and take this alternator out of the circuit. And I'll also have to have a breaker, another breaker for these. So I'll have these guys going together and then going through a breaker to here. So that'll take this battery and that battery out of the circuit and leave them on the circuit with that alternator. And if I flip this breaker and then flip those two breakers, or however many I do, that'll separate the two systems completely. So I'll have options in that regard. These are just ideas. I definitely got the ground coming. That's a definite thing. The voltmeters are going to happen, and the amps are going to get moved. That's all for sure. So guys, keep your eyes on the prize, and we'll be around when I get ready to do this, and I'll be probably this weekend, some of it anyway, maybe all of it, I don't know. It jams though, guys. This thing really gets down. I mean, it really gets down. The voltage are holding real good. I'm very happy with all that, but I've just got to get this amp cooler, so it's not getting so hot. And yeah, but I will be getting some footage up over the weekend. We're having two shows. I'm going to try to make both shows. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to try. I'm definitely going to make the one at Carmel's. It's on a Sunday in the afternoon. The Saturday show is going to be a little bit tougher. I may not be awake for it because I've got to come in late Friday night probably with a load. I'm going to run out today and then back with another load so I can make some money. And late Friday night and Saturday morning, those are two things that don't connect real well. But I'm going to try to get out there and show some support from my buddies over at GP Car Audio. And Sunday I'm going to be over at Carmel Car Audio again, showing some love from my friends there. And you guys will have I'll get you some footage from both of those, so it should be interesting. It should be a lot. The Carmel will be his first show at his shop, and so, you know, it's anyone's guess as to how crazy this is going to get, but there will be some cool stuff there. If you guys are local to Springfield, Missouri, or in the area, get on down to Carmel Car Audio at 1:30 is when it's all going to start on Sunday the 28th, 2023. And bring your stuff, or just bring yourself, or bring your wife, bring your girlfriend, bring whatever. We'll be out there doing stuff. I'll be out there, Carmen will be out there. there's going to be a whole lot of cool people out there. So you guys get over there and check it out. And you can see the Tahoe, which it's going to be in whatever state it's going to be in, but it will be functional. And if I can, I'll do demos. So for now, guys, peace.